then we look at the power of 7. Is also coming back to the logic when he says, I am the fire among the moving and unmoving beings. I symbolize the 7 forms of energy that transform life, the spiritual purification and the light that cuts through ignorance. In many places we have seen that yajna fires are tended with multiple fuels to sustain their energy. If all 7 are aligned, the flame of life burns. Sun god riding on 7 horses could be a very beautiful representation of one day each of the week, representing the 7 rays of light. The 7 is completeness in nature. 7 colors in a rainbow, 7 days of the week, 7 Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Jai Shri Ram, Om Shri Matre Namaha. Welcome back to the Clay Studios oil painting vlog number 84 of Sri Vishnu Sahasranamavali. This is a painting that follows the principle of calligram or micrography, using which the 1000 names of Sri Vishnu are getting painted. While the painting is coming up, I'm also trying to understand the deeper meanings lying underneath these names with the help of scriptures from Sanatana Dharma. Whatever I am learning as an amateur, I'm also sharing with you via these weekly vlogs. In a vlog, typically we are covering 10 names and the meanings, and then we traverse into tangential perspectives, taking storylines from Sanatana scriptures. We have covered names up to 820 in our previous vlogs. If you haven't checked them out, please do so and come back, because the names are so interconnected, and hence I will be constantly referring back and forth to the previous vlogs. The more deeper you understand, the more beneficial it is for your personal growth or career growth. With that, let's look at the plan for today. Today's plan is to check out the names, 10 names, starting with 821, going on up to 830. And then we look at the power of 7. What is that? Well, we'll have to wait until the time is. Without much ado, let's check out the names and the meanings first, starting with 821. Om Shatrujite Namaha refers to one who has conquered enemies, or he who wins over his enemies. Shatru Jite Namaha. 822 is Om Shatrutâpânaya Namaha. Shatru again refers to the enemies. Shatrutâpânaya Namaha, one who destroys the enemies. 823 is Om Nyagrodhaya Namaha. Om Nyagrodhaya Namaha, a tree which is pious to devotees. That's one meaning. He who is above all beings in this world below. That's another interpretation as well. 824 is Om Udumbaraya Namaha. Udumbaraya Namaha refers to the fig tree, which is also considered a pious tree. Or there is also another perspective here. He who is above the skies, or he who gives food to all the world. That is also another perspective. 825 is Om Ashwathaya Namaha. This is referring to the sacred tree, Ficus religiosa. So we're talking about trees here. The fig tree, now this another tree. That's another perspective. Also referred to as, he's also referred to as this banyan tree. So in this name, the meaning could also be coming out as he who is like a banyan tree. 826 is Chanurandrani Sudanaya Namaha. Such a big name. So this refers to one who crushed Chanura, or he who killed Chanura. So the understanding is that it should be a asura or some negative energy that was crushed by the Lord. 827 is Om Sahasrachise Namaha. He who has the 1,000 rays, or he who has, I think the 1,000 Sahasra again points to not just 1,000, the abundance of the rays or the energy splitting across. 828 is Om SAPTAJIHVާYA Namaha. SAPTAJIHVާYA Namaha refers to he who has the 7 tongues. What's that? He who has the fire god with seven tongues is also another perspective. Okay. 829 is Om SAPTAIDHASE Namaha. The 7 sticks of fuel, or he who has 7 flames. That's the meaning. 830 Om SAPTAVāHANāYA Namaha refers to the 7 vehicles, or he who has a sun god with the 7 horses. That's another perspective. This 7 is such an important number, I can see. Yeah, this is what we are going to explore just now. Now that we are done with the names and the meanings, let's check out the power of 7. Fire, sun, and the hidden wisdom of Vishnu. These 3 powerful names that we just looked at, SAPTAJIHVާYA, SAPTAIDHASE, and SAPTAVāHANāYA. This is what we are going to look at. SAPTAJIHVާYA, the Lord with 7 tongues, the fire god with 7 tongues could be. SAPTAIDHASE is the 7 sticks of fuel or 7 flames. SAPTAVāHANāYA could be referring to the sun god with the 7 horses or even 7 vehicles. So these 3 names revolve around fire, energy, and light. So, but there is a deeper secret behind this number 7 that we will explore. Let's unpack the first name, SAPTAJIHVާYA, the fire with 7 tongues. This is also coming back to the logic when he says, I am the fire among the moving and unmoving beings. I think we touched upon this in one of the blogs recently, that he could be the fire or the energy within. So the 7 tongues of fire symbolize the 7 forms of energy that transform life, the spiritual purification, and the light that cuts through ignorance. So scientific connection, the fire represents transformation. So modern life teaches the same for us. Our mental, emotional, and spiritual fires can purify or destroy depending upon how we direct them. Let's look at the next name, SAPTAIDHASE, the 7 sticks of fuel. So this again, in many places we have seen that yajna fires are tended with multiple fuels to sustain their energy, showing balanced inputs sustain power, and one-sided effort cannot maintain the flame. So the 7 stick symbolizes something important. Let's look at that. So it represents body, mind, intellect, and the ego, the senses, speech, prana, life energy. So if all 7 are aligned, the flame of life burns steady. Modern day connection is that our personal energy is the strongest when all the aspects of life are nourished harmoniously. Let's look at the third name, SAPTAVāHANāYA, the sun with the 7 horses. So the sun god riding on 7 horses could be a very beautiful representation of one day each of the week, representing the 7 rays of light. So let's take the help of Bhagavad Gita to understand this further. Canto 10, verse 21. Adityanam aham Vishnu Jyotisham Raviramshuman Marichir Marutam Asmi Nakshatranam Aham Shashi. Adityanam, of the Adityas. Aham, I am. Vishnu, Vishnu. Jyotisham, of the luminaries. Ravihi, the sun. Amshuman, radiant. Marichihi, Marichi. Marutam, of the Maruts. Asmi, I am. Nakshatranam, of the nakshatras or the stars. Aham, I am. Shashi, the moon. So of the law of nature, if you look at it, of all the lights, if you see, I am the radiant sun, he says. So there are 7 horses represents the sun's energy sustaining the earth, the rhythm of time, life force in 7 directions. Yeah, so it's the north, south, east, west, up, down, and center. So all 7 put together. Modern day relevance is that just like the sun's rays are distributed evenly, we must distribute our energy across work, health, family, creativity, learning, relationship, and spirituality, the 7 horses of modern life, also evenly. The hidden logic of 7. Why 7 is repeated here? 7 tongues, 7 fuels, 7 horses, 7 tongues, purification of the 7 aspects of life. 7 fuels, alignment of body, mind, intellect, senses, ego, speech, prana. 7 horses, steady energy flow across 7 directions or domains. The 7 is completeness in nature. 7 colors in a rainbow, 7 days of the week, 7 chakras. So the secret message here is harmony in 7 key aspects sustains life and light. Connection to today's life. Just as Vishnu's fire burns steadily with 7 tongues, sticks, and horses, our life needs balanced energy across multiple domains. Our mind, body, senses, and actions must align with the Dharma, and neglecting even one aspect disrupts the flow, just like a fire that cannot sustain itself without fuel. Modern climate, social, and personal challenges require steady, distributed energy, symbolized by the power of 7. The lesson? Harmony, balance, and consciousness, effort, light up life. Just as Vishnu's 7 flames illuminate the cosmos. With that, I come to the end of the session. Please do share your feedback in the comment section. Until we meet in the next session, stay blessed, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay motivated. Thank you. Bye-bye.